Good Thursday morning, Fenlanders. How are we doing? I'm Daniel. Welcome to Fenland Farming Adventures. Today's going to be a bit of an exciting day. We have officially started planting. It's now 10:30 in the morning. Right, I'm just trying to get hold of Grumpy Grandad to see how many hectares he managed to get out of his 2 tubs of nemathorin. See whether he's putting it on the right spacing. Yeah, how did you get on? What did you get to?
0.76.
So 40 divided by 0.76 equals 52. So you'll cut that down.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure it out on the end.
Yeah, put it on 28. Don't forget I done half that headland on 35. So
yeah.
All right, where were we? Sorry, we are planting. We've finally got everything all geared up beside the house. It's nice having a garden. You can drive tractors all over, isn't it? So Grumpy Grandad went and got 2 trailer loads of seed. We've got a trailer load of fertiliser on the old 6610. We've got that loader there just in case, and this loader here to load me up. Here's my planter. Grumpy Grandad's just gone off to go and refill his nemathorin applicator. He's just putting a few tubs in at a time, and you got to make sure you get that right. So he's putting it on a bit heavier than he should be at the minute, so he'll shut it down. You know, we'll just figure it out. Cool. Let me get in my office for the day. Turn the phone off so nobody can ring me. As soon as we get there, I've got to go to the toilet because I need a wee. Oh yeah, 6170R. Medema structural planter, technique, fert. Oh, hello. Fert tank, yeah, we're all good. Got my cameras on. It's going to be a little bit of fiddling around and trying to figure out where I need to plant at. So we'll go and get set in the row, and then I'll drop my planter down because it takes a minute for all the seed to shuffle through. So I still didn't get a little tiny screwdriver. I've got a hammer in here for some reason. Let's start on the inside and work our way out, shall we? There's my headland there somewhere. So you drop the fert tank in, and that'll take a minute for that to funnel out. There's that coming out. Right, drop my my shear down, and then we'll just have to run up the field a little bit. And then once we got all the taters funneling through, you can see, look, I'm dead empty at the minute. Can you not see that? There we go. They're starting to filter through now. Once I get all filled up in there, that'll be great. It'll be great. There we go. Right, now we just have to lift up, back up, and start again. And to start with, I am gonna have a look through my book and see what I need to plant these small Babylon at. I can't remember. And last year I was planting potatoes for John, and he plants his like at 17-18 inches. So just got to a little bit of fiddling around, and then we'll start doing some awesome filming. Cheers, guys. So a little bit of setting up. As you can see, I'm aiming for 9 inches. Giggity. But I'm getting 10 inches. So you open up the calibration mode, and then it starts speeding up. I've got a lot more potatoes on there than I really want. I don't know if you can see that. A lot more potatoes in there than I need, so I'm trying to get that down. It's calibrated there at 8.3, so the average is 8.3, so 8. I want the average to be somewhere around 9, so a little bit of fettling around with the sensor on the back there to get a few less potatoes on there. And once you can get that average to around 9, I'm laughing, I'm sorted, I'm set up, you know, I'm rocking on. Well, that's where my average wants to be. Sorry, Anna. There we go. My average wants to be about 9. So it's currently less than that. So there we go. We got average of 9.1. So they're getting there. 8.6. So they're a bit tighter than I want them at 8.6. 8.9 is perfect. If I can keep it like that, I'll leave it alone. You know. So you have to lift your front tank out a bit sooner than before you get to the end. So turn my chemical off. Ugh. So I might have to get out and just readjust my top link a little bit on the planter to push it back a bit. I got to have a look and see how deep I'm putting them in as well, because John likes to put his in a bit deeper than me. Got loads of things to concentrate on in here, so we're trying. Yeah, I think the top link just needs adjusting a little bit, I think. So we'll go and do that. We'll get out and stop and have a look. Remember, every time you get out, you've got to bloody turn your chemical off. I have got out at 1,500 quid a can. It's got to be done right, you know. So you can see how many potatoes I've got in there. I've got way too many potatoes. So you just turn the sensors down a little bit and it doesn't let as many in. And then they're not all competing for the same line down the middle of the planter. So, simples. Let's go and have a dig and see where we're at. So I'm going to adjust my top link one anyway. So, let's have a little butchers. That's not actually too bad. Cookie always tells me you want to go up to your wrist. So we're about bang on there. Let me see what happens when I think I might have only just adjusted that down like 1 or 2 clicks or something. Need me bloody sunglasses out here now, don't I? Go a couple of turns on that top link and then we'll make sure we reset it down. See if it leaves a nicer ridge, because at the minute it's not leaving that nicer ridge. I'm not that happy about it. I want a bit more dirt over the top of them. It doesn't matter, they're going to get moulded up anyway. Grumpy Grandad's just driven straight across the bloody wheat field. Why would you go across the wheat field when you've got a bare field here doing nothing? Average 9.3. There we go. Just setting my performance monitor up and clearing my totals on that. There's some flaps at the top there to feed the main belts, the first main belts. So you shut them flaps up if you're on small seed to stop it piling loads of potatoes in. And I think that's helped out a little bit. So that's a start. Until I get a screwdriver, I can't do bugger all. There somewhere, switch that off. But yeah, that Grumpy Grandad, you got a whole field here with nothing on it, and then you got a wheat field. And I'm going to drive across the wheat field. No need. Taking some pulling, just powering my front tank. Sorry, you're going to get covered in crap. See where it's a bit grassy here, and I haven't ploughed it. It's my own fault. You can't really moan at me because I know I've done it. I know I've already done it anyway. So yeah, it's a bit grassy, and all the clumps of grass and stuff just build up a little bit, but it's starting to work a bit better. I'll perhaps lengthen my top link at another couple of turns. That just pushes more weight down onto that hood at the back there. But really, you want that hood to be building up a little bit and pushing up, but we can't never get it to do that with it. Not this soil anyway. It just all flows out everywhere else because it's so easy working. Yeah, my average is always lower than 9. It's not really going up at 7.9 there. That's not good. So yeah, I've got a little bit of fiddling around to do. 8.9 is perfect. So when it says 8.9, I'll get out and check, and if I can try and get the average to even out a little bit, I'm away. I forgot to turn my bloody water kit on. Not bad. Yeah, gonna be a whole lot of trying to remember to do that, do this, do that. Better off stopping at the end, I think. I wonder why we weren't going anywhere, but it's me. I pulled the gear stick back. Bye. Just gonna go and lengthen my top link and have a couple. Here I am. So I just set the speed. I know you can go a lot faster with these things, but I just set the speed to like 6.5, 7k. So it's not a race for this job. I might just venture back to the house and grab a little electrical screwdriver so I can just shut them sensors down a little bit. And then you got to dig up 11 potatoes. Works on a law of averages, these planters. They're not like cup planters where every single paddle is in the same place. These things are not hit and miss. They're mega planters. You can march along with them and you can crack on, but sometimes there's the odd gap, you know, and then of course that puts your average out. So the more adjustment I do on the back of the planter, the better it is, the better I can get them in the ground. So I just recalibrated it. Now I'm somewhere around 9, a bit closer to 9 with the averages. So that just speeds up the belts a little bit, or slows them down if you're putting not enough on, you know. Not putting enough on, it speeds them up. If you put too much on and your average is like 10 or 11 inches, then it slows them down a bit. Big old gap there. That side of the planter, the right hand side of the planter, is always never as good as the left hand side. I don't know why. So much easier to set up this side of the planter. I don't know. There we go. There you go, I'll let it have another calibrate. It's gonna get real warm today, real quick I think. And I'm dressed for winter. Every morning I come outside, it's bloody freezing. There we go, 9.3, 9.6, come on, 10.2. I want it at 9 inches all the way across. 9 inches works out about 12 inches on the ground. Like I said to you in a previous video, the belt's worn out on the back there, so it's leaving a bit better ridge now. You always want to make sure you lower your hood down as well, your hopper down. There we go, 9.1 inches, 8.6, 8. Come on, up you come. The ridger is a little bit better. It's still not great. Rear hitch is not going down. Fert coming out both sides of me. Fertiliser tank, all 4 nozzles are working. So these will all get ridged up anyway. And I have a tendency to struggle to get them moulded up as nice as I want to, because I've got that extra shoe on the front of the potato's normal shoe, and it just pushes soil out of the way too much a little bit, I think. I've got another problem as well. My vellum prime pipe is attacking all the potatoes as they go in the ground. Can't really see it from here. You see the little pipe getting twanged by potatoes all the while. I did leave a packet of cable ties in here, so I'm going to go sort that out. Cheers guys. So I got my screwdriver now, look. Show you that well. Got my granddad on the basil there coming towards us. Taking lots of pictures really, shouldn't I? Doing a good job. Sorry, I'm eating. Nom, 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 nom. Yay! Almost like it's Friday. Nom, 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 nom. See if we got one more round in this old tank full. I had played around with my sensors a little bit. I know it doesn't look it, but there is a lot less taters bumbling along, a lot less potatoes bumbling around in there now. What you don't want to see is the odd gap. But the sponges at the front, no, there's a gap. The sponges at the front, get them to join together a bit better. You know, that kind of holds the one in front up a little bit. So that is perfect. Oh, there's a few gaps there. That's not perfect. That's not so great. So I've had a bugger about with me sensors for a little minute, and that's not doing too badly now. So I got out and had a check, and we're roughly around 11.5 inches, which is somewhere where I want to be. And that was on when the average was at 8.3. So when that's at 8.6, 8.8, it is now, it should be roughly right, you know. A few extra inches longer, wider. You can play around with it all day long if you want to, but I kind of get it set somewhere near where I'm happy, and then leave it be. Off we go, sailing along, chasing Grumpy Grandad. Grumpy Grandad's on a winner at the minute because I'm just sorting myself out, you know, getting my seed sorted and getting everything set right. And once I get on, I just have to keep going and filling up, obviously. But once I get sorted out, you know, I'll be chasing him fairly hard. I want to keep right on his ass. So yeah, we're going to keep doing some filming all through the day. I'll keep explaining to you when I change things and adjust things, what we're doing and why we're doing it. Front tank down, hopper down. He won't listen to me. I left the top link so there's a bit of play, so the top link's moving in the hole like that, and he tightened it up, and I put it back again. I said leave it alone. He's tightened it up. It just lifts the back of the machine out of the ground a bit more. I don't know why you'd want to keep playing around with stuff that I've told him to leave alone. Does anybody else have a Grumpy Grandad? I'll probably go a bit harder. Let's see what we're like at 7k. Yeah, the faster I go, the better, the squarer the bed is leaving behind. So maybe that's the answer, a bit of speed. So Grumpy Grandad's going to do 2 rounds while I'm filling up with seed. That's not the annoying thing, but you know, he'll soon get in front of me. Sorry, I got itchy head. Right, I'm gonna go fill up with seed. Cheers guys. Hello Fenlanders, how are we doing? Thought while we're out here, I just had a little blockage. I'm gonna adjust these flaps down a bit more. All these do is let the seed through a bit quicker. I'll show you, I'll explain. All that's doing is just adjusting that flap there to let more taters through. Where they're quite small seed, don't really need that many taters coming through there at once, but not overly happy about the bed. There ain't enough soil to make a nice ridge. So I don't know, bit odd. Sorry folks, I'm just digging up some spuds. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a bit tight there to me. So 6 potatoes times that by 2, just over 10 inches, isn't it? That's not enough. Right, back to the drawing board. So back in we go for some minor adjustments. I'll see what the average is on. Average there is on 8.7, so I've got to adjust that, I think. Yeah, so I dug up 6 and then tried to times it by 2, and it worked out 10.5 inches spacing. I dug up a whole 11 and it worked out 12.3. So 12.3 is what I'm going for. Can't get much more accurate than that, so I'll leave it alone. I was going to adjust it, but just got to dig up enough potatoes in here. All good, planting going great. It's one of them flaps just got jammed up a little bit and come on. Oh, come on. I like pressing my sat-nav button twice. Stupid tractor. Here we go again then. Good thing about small seed is they last forever. You can catch Grumpy Grandad up loads. Woo. You see why you need the cameras on there now. I just noticed there weren't nothing coming funneling into the main belts underneath, the single belts. We're away. So now that's letting a lot more potatoes in underneath. So you got the main belt and then the runner belts, should we call them? These are the runner belts. They're the runner belts, funneling the potatoes down to where they're supposed to go. And up here you've got other belts that keep tipping on the back. I don't know if you can see the tipping potatoes on the back here, look. So now they're a bit full. Now I've opened that flap up and it's letting more potatoes into these top belts. It's funneling a lot more potatoes in there, but I can soon turn the sensors down a little bit if it becomes a problem. But yeah, it's around about hovering about 8.7, 9.3, so I'll live with that. Perfect. Woo. At some point this year I'm gonna get naked, so better late than never, hey. I'm gonna get all my crap out of my overalls and I'm gonna go bareback. Rubbish in my pocket. World's greatest screwdriver, look at that, look. Been made for a job, that has. I only need a knife and a screwdriver and I'm away. Hang on. Woo! And I got my aircon on and I shut the door to leave the aircon running and I'm still sweaty. Whoever can't make up his mind, can it? Get out and start doing some work and you get all sweaty. Then you take your overalls off and don't know you want to put them back on again. So here we are. Carries on like this, no mishaps, touch wood, fingers crossed. 2 or 3 days and we'll have this 35 acres planted, which will be aces, would be great. And then we'll get moved to Hockwold. We might get moved to Hockwold and get the whole field basileared up and then just go mob handed with a tractor, trailer, JCB trailer, box turner and a planter on one day and just plant everything, have Dad running boxes to me all day and go from there. Hello Fenlanders, we're racing along now. Grumpy Grandad's going a bit slower than he could do, I think, maybe, but there ain't no point in we've got 2 days to get this field finished and then we've got 3 days off. Yay! After them 3 days off we'll go and get Hockwold fen planted, my furthest away field. Go and get that done. Yeah, not too stressful. I mean, it was a bit more stressful when we had 150 acres to plant, but there we go. Change the direction in a hurry. But I've only done, I think I've only done 4 tankfuls of small seed, so. Right, loading the planter time. Boys and girls. Let me see if I can put this somewhere where you can see everything going on. Kind of cool, isn't it? Simple as that. I told you my box turner went forward, didn't I? It's a bit odd, isn't it? It's very odd, but then I just go around and check and make sure I ain't spilt no taters anywhere. As it turns out, I call them taters. Taters, boy. I always park in a different place to the place I parked before, and then I can have a look and see if I spilt any. It cost me a lot of money. I want to put every single one in there. We're all good. Hello, Fenlanders. Day's going well. Hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that. The top links on these tractors are great. Sometimes when they get a bit of wearing, they jiggle a bit like that, and then the handle pops up and it keeps unwinding itself. So I just put a cable tie on it now to stop it popping out. Hopefully. Picked up all my potatoes because I forgot them as well. Ugh, there we go. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or not. It is freaking cold outside now. But I have some fruit and cheer myself up a bit. Grumpy Grandad's just gonna go and fill himself up with emaphorin. He's got his seed, his rate right now, so. Hold up, donkey. There we go. Next time through, I'm gonna have to fill up with fertilizer, and I'm gonna have to fill up with Fenland Prime as well. So off we go. Because of Martin's out planting for Lord Barnet, you would have seen Lord Barnet on a few of our videos maybe. Him and Matthew are cousins, my friend Matthew Barber. They farm over Burwell Way. They're cracking on now. My cousin Martin's gone over there to help them planting. He thought exactly the same thing as I did when I saw their land. You look how soft and fluffy my soil is. Hardly a clod anywhere. Where theirs is like heavy, claggy clay crap. But it grows good potatoes, so it just means they're having to smash the seed bed out of it to get it to planting stage, you know. So Martin couldn't believe really what he was planting into, like I couldn't believe what I was planting into. But they'll get there. So yeah, it's just gone cold again. Real cold when you go outside. It's cold. I got my shorts on. Look, I think it's way too cold to be planting. But there you go. It's nearly May now, and it's go time for us. So we're gonna get it done. La 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 la. Baby boomers, eh? He's always on his phone. Bless him, he's got the world's most boring job. He could probably go up a gear. Now, he's got a Vario, I know. He could probably go a little bit faster, shall we say, but we always say he could go up a gear. But we got 2 days to get 35 acres in, and I can plant. If someone's on the box turner, the telehandler, I could plant 35 acres in a day, no trouble. I mean, I'm doing 7k and it's handling it. I could go faster if I wanted to, but Anna's brought the drone out to me and then proceeded to crash it into the tractor. So we've broken a wing off of that, which was great. I'm going to try and get one more end out of this. I'm running out of ends to go near Grumpy Grandad. I am catching him hand over fist. I think I might be able to do one more end and then I'll just have to run back on a sprayer wheeling. But I'm changing on the bigger seed now next. 215R does look nice. It's got pretty. It's not working hard at all on that thing. And neither was the 190 really. I would be interested to get a 190 on a dyno to see how much horsepower that thing's pumping out. But at a guess, I reckon that's pumping out 240 horsepower at the shaft. She's a beast. The 190 feels like it's got more horsepower than the 215, but it really hasn't. I don't think it has anyway. I think it's just a transmission really. Tomorrow we'll get this field wrapped up hopefully and finished, and then we can just grease everything up, make sure everything's lubricated, make sure everything's ready to go to our furthest away field. I've only got 2 fields of potatoes, so 45 acres. I mean, I don't really need a structural planter if I'm honest, do I? I think I'm going to run out of seed here before I get to the other end. Ah, man! I've got a little hole I can look through. One of the little slats in there on the planter, I can have a look through there. And I've lost my basket as well. My basket's disappeared from somewhere. There's still some spuds on that belt. The top belt I'm talking about. Oh, look at that. Look, just in the nick of time. Hurrah! Ow, I keep forgetting to turn my water on. My Fenland Prime, which is not a clever idea. Grumpy Grandad's in that one, so I can't go down there. And yeah, this is a sprayer wheeling, so we'll go down this one. Yeah, it's going brilliantly. Little drop of rain overnight might help keep the dust down a bit. You know what us farmers are like, we're never happy with anything. So I've just finished my 35-50 split grade potatoes, and I'm now going on to 50-55, so much bigger. A little bit of setting up to do on the planter. Hopefully not too much, but I'll have a look at my book and see what I set the planter at last year when I was planting spuds, because all my spuds came out real aces last year. Poor old grumpy granddad looks bored stiff in there. I bet he's staring at titties on TikTok. Bet that's what he's up to. I know it's boring. You lot all drive de-stoners and stuff. I know how boring it is. I mean, doing half a kilometre an hour. Dad's cruising along at 2.5k, so not that bad, but it is just tedious, you know. The whole day takes forever and a day to get finished for the day, you know, so it's a bit not annoying in any sense of the word, but just a long old day sat there doing nothing. You ain't got nothing to do, only your phone to play with. Right, I'm gonna go fill up. I got 30 to put in this time, and I got three cages to put in, so see you in a minute. Dancing Joseph's here, but I thought he was coming to sit with me for a minute, but he's not. If anyone's interested in a 2 or 3 row Grimmy planter, head over to Ben Burgess now. They have got a very nice Grimmy. It's a 2 row or a 3 row. So if you fancy lifting early maybe and having 3 rows in a bed, then that's the planter for you. Get over to Ben Burgess and get buying. We're on the big seed now, so woo, and loads of people texting me. Bloody people, can't get rid of them. Right, where are we? Let's start where I meant to start. There. Ugh. No. Come on, come round. Oh no, I've got another gap there. It's raining. Oh my god, it's raining. Quick. Get that in the furrow. Hey! Nearly. There we go. We'll just give it a second to get them big potatoes through, and then we will stop. Ah, it's proper raining now. Oh man. I got rain on my windshield. Oh man. Right. I said to Joe I ain't got time to stop. I know I've stopped. I know. You don't have to tell me. Right, let's see what I done last year with the big seed. I just put it on 10, that turned out to be 14 inches, so Babylon 35-50. Oh, that's quite wide. I always write down everything I've done. It may be raining, but it is what it is. Babylon 10.1, 14 inches I've got here. I must have had some settings well wrong, because I put some at 10.5 inches on there, but yeah, it looks like 10.5, something like that. So let's put that on 10, and looks like I'm going to have to do some work outside, so I'll be back in a minute. It's belting down with rain, it's proper windy, so I'm going to leave you here. Right, I have just opened one of my sensors up a little bit because there weren't quite enough potatoes on the feed belt, so we'll see. I've set it for, oh, that's recalibrated again. It calibrates straight away. Ooh, grumpy daddy, what do you want to do?
There's lots of rain, though. I mean, they haven't told me any heavy rain for about 9 o'clock tonight.
Right, okay.
I can't see on my weatherman where it's coming from, but
yep.
weather forecast hasn't changed on the internet, so.
No, okay, no, well,
you're just carry on, then. I mean,
you're good.
Close the first one, so don't get wet. That'll be alright.
Yeah, that's a good point. I better shut my front tank off, haven't I? Alright.
So yeah, that as well, and stuff on the trailer, we don't let you wet.
Well, no, not really. I mean, it is sealed up. It does. I mean, it's amazing.
Sealed up, and when you pick it up, the water runs around the outside, straight into your tank.
Yeah. So we'll just keep an eye on the weather. Then I'll let you go, and if you're gonna pack up, you go and do that, and we'll go and put that under cover now, and just have a square up. It's up to you. I don't know. This big seed's not going to go very far, is it? So.
No, unless you got left on there.
Another three fill-ups, I think. So enough to see it.
Are you done as far as where you are now?
Yeah.
A lot in between, so you won't be long catching me up.
I won't be long catching you up, but let me go and shut my fertiliser tank, and I'll ring you in a minute. Bye. Life of a farmer. Never ending. Right, I've got to try and get my averages better than what they are, because they're really rubbish at the minute. Set it to 10 and they're at 11.3 at the minute, so let me just go a bit further. Recalibrating it always does half the job for you, you know, so I'll recalibrate it. I've got one that's full up with potatoes doing lovely and the other one missing some, so I reckon I'm going to have to just open that sensor up a little bit more on the right hand side unit. There we go. 10.7, come on down a bit. 10.5, 9.8, which is good. What do we get this time? Oh, no, 10.7, so that's out. Yeah, back in a minute. Just open my sensor up a little bit more, just to let a few more potatoes come in on that top belt. But I've also opened them flaps up as well to let the big seed onto them top belts a bit more. So we'll see how that goes. 10.5, hopefully it just comes around 9.4 that time, so had a double there somewhere. 10.5. Let's see what happens when I slow down. I normally go a bit slower when I'm on the big seed. I know it's bigger spacing, but they got to fire them out a bit quicker. So. Hello. Oh no, that's worse. Come on. No gaps. 10.2. Getting there. 9.6. If that hovers between 9.6 and 10.2 all the time, I'll be happy. 9.8. Alright, where am I up to? I'll make sure I don't go over the top of me stuff that I've already drilled. Already planted. It looks the same. It looks exactly the same. So yeah, tomorrow will be a fun day. Hopefully we get finished up planting tomorrow. Here anyway, back at home here. Around the homestead, as the Americans say. Yeah, but it is raining. Not enough really to put us off yet. So 6k. 6k is a bit better. There's still loads on there. Yeah, no, even the planter's not happy about that. You alright?
How much fertiliser you got in there?
Well, I just put another bag in, so a whole bag.
I'll get that in trailer.
Yeah, alright, cool. You're going to leave that there then, are you? Yeah.
I'll be there for a minute. I'll bring cover back for it as well.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, cool. Yeah, well, I mean, if you remember, we used it for the first couple of years without a cover at all, didn't we? So.
Yeah, I'll get over the cover first.
I don't know how much rain we're talking about.
Talking heavy rain from 5 hours of heavy rain from 9 o'clock onwards.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll see on the weather radar where it's coming from.
From 9 o'clock onwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we can have a late night tonight and an easy day tomorrow then, can't we? Cool. Crack on then, I'll see you in a minute. Good old boy. Mrs. Farmer's been angry Mrs. Farmer all day. Bless her. 9.8, 10.2. I think I may have sussed it. There just seems a lot of gaps there sometimes. So I'm going to get out now and I'm just going to change one thing on the planter back. So really I should get out and have a measure up and see where I'm at really with these seeds, but they're quite small, and as long as if the stuff I was planting last year was at 10 on the computer, 10 equals 14. I mean, it's proper raining now, so at least we've got a start in the life, haven't we? I'm just going to keep trying to get on, you know, keep going at it. Just keep trying to fine-tune the planter a little bit, not to be so gappy. Trouble is, if you have too many potatoes spuffling around, spuffling, does anybody else use the word spuffling? You end up with, getting blocked up, but you can see I keep getting gaps there now, so I might have gone the wrong way with that. See them all spuffling around up the end there. I don't like seeing gaps. What's the planter saying? Not good. Even the planter doesn't like that. So whatever I've done there, I've got to go the other way. Yeah, no, planter's not happy. 2 seconds. Yeah, just shut that. I just shut that sensor down a bit more, just to get a few less taters in the back of the belts. Oh man, it's still gappy. It's always that one. The other one, see, you hardly touch the sensor and it's fine. Shouting at me now. Come on. Come on. That's better. 10.2. Yeah, there we go. I think that's the puppy. Lane 2 is the right one. Lane 1 is the left one, as I'm looking at it now. Or behind me, should I say. One more thing I'm going to change before we get to the end. 2 seconds. Let's try that. So it doesn't look like we're going to do any planting tomorrow, so Grumpy Daddy's just come back out with a cover for the Nemathoran thing. I think I might have sussed it, you know? 11.5, no, not so much. Come on, sort your shit out. 9.8, that's good. 10.1, that's good. 10.7, come on. Ow. Don't tell me that. It works great, and then all of a sudden it just goes AWOL. So I think that is definitely working a lot better than it was. Fine tuning it. I always like playing around. When I can't get it right, I always like playing around with it, just meddling around. It's a shame it wasn't this side that was doing it and not that side, because that all the way around. But that's good. That is good. 10.1. Just stay at 10.1 all the time. 9.4. So that's probably about 13 inches. 9.6. Yeah, I know. 10.2. I think that might have sussed it, you know, a little bit. Sweet. Well, we're going to race on, and I will see you shortly. Beaten by the bloody rain, aren't we? I'm going to go and put this under cover, and then we'll perhaps get some seed loaded, unloaded, loaded, unloaded. What can you do? Farmers are governed by the weather, aren't they? So it's kind of still raining, so the seed's soaking wet on the trailer. So trouble is, if I don't plant it tomorrow, and it's not going to get planted Saturday, so get off the field before it's too late, and we make a right mess. But I think it has slowed down a little bit. Planters don't like getting wet. Not really. Not if you can help it. So my cousin Martin, really, he's done the right thing. He planted his at the right time when it was lovely and warm, but we just weren't ready. We were still putting muck on and stuff, so get everything under cover, and if it does stop raining, then it stopped raining in it. So I'll let you know what we're doing in a minute. Cheers, guys. Just enough rain to piss me off then. It's raining. Yeah, just enough to make my planter all wet and claggy and horrible, and make the basilia all disgusting and horrible. See why farmers hate the weather? Never happy, are we?